Hi everyone, welcome, hello, hi guys, thanks so much for coming. Hello to Angela, Abby, Kenny, Helen, Cassandra, Linda, Mike, I always say it wrong, Mikey. Welcome guys. Nancy, hello. Kathy, hello. Welcome guys. I'm going to say it wrong no matter what. I've always had trouble with pronouncing names. Okay. How is everyone in this big old crazy world today? Okay. I got an okay. Okay. It does sound like that, Cassandra. Hi, Beth Ann. Hey, Janine. Linda. I'm okay. It has been a huge week. And to top it all off, we're finding it hard even to organize. Sister-in-law is finding it hard to organize a funeral because they don't want 100 people or more in the same place. So how do you do that for a funeral? It's hard, isn't it? Anyway, a family member passed away this week, not from the virus, so just cancer. But yeah, it's so hard, guys. Like, seriously hard. Anyway, it's been a hard week. But I know that everybody's struggling at the moment. It is have it outside. Yeah, well, that's it, Linda. It has to be outside. Hillary, hello. I know you've been working hard. So yeah, it is difficult. Like, you know, who would have thought that in this day and age, you would have to limit how many people come to a funeral, really. It's very, very hard. Hi, Patches, welcome. Oh, Patty, hello. Great to have you here, Hillary. Hi, Debbie. Welcome, people's coming in. Oh, you did? Awesome. I don't know if Victoria is the best place to be at the moment. Aren't we one of the worst in the state, along with New South Wales? Thanks, Beth Ann. Very, very hard when you lose people. Feels like the family's shrinking. Hey, but you know what? There's a meme going around that's talking about, you know, the virus and everything, and we'll all be saying in December, where did all these babies come from? And I mean, that's a good thing, I guess. So we hopefully things go well, but that will be next week. So yes, my heart goes out to my sister-in-law's family, and it's very hard. Very, very hard. So, yeah, let's get out of that. Let's talk about what we're doing to keep busy. So who's home because of the quarantine? I saw one person was home. Anyone else home because of it? My two older girls are home. Their uni is all gone online. They're not at uni at the moment, so exactly, Nancy. We're going to have a baby boom for sure, especially when people are having to stay home. What are they going to do? Hopefully, hopefully it doesn't cause a problem. All your kids are, Kathy? No, Linda, they don't start, that's right. Oh, Janine, that's good. Three weeks, Helen. That's a long time. That's right, Cassandra, YouTube. Hey, Cassandra, did you get your package? I haven't looked. Freaking post is so slow here. Hi, Amanda. Good news to hear, Janine. I'm glad that all cleared. Hi, Sherry. Welcome. New Brunswick has declared a state of emergency. We're in quarantine. Spring break. I heard that could be a bit of an issue for the teens over there. Not conforming to social distancing. Yeah, well, our schools are still in at the moment because they feel that the kids are at less risk. And also, if the kids are home from school, what do the parents do? We'd have no one working. Like, seriously, there'd be no one working, and that's going to make things very difficult in this world. It's already difficult now. But so many people out there panic buying and so many things disappearing. But I guess the hardest thing for us is not being able to control anything, and I wanted to talk to you guys about that today. And I think that one of the big things to think about is how you control your own behavior. You can't control other people, but we can control how we behave, and I know it's very hard not to feel the pressure. So guys, stay positive and keep yourself busy. Keep yourself busy. That's right, Linda. Our health workers, a lot of them have kids, so where do they find care if their kids are home? They do think they're invisible, Helen. Hi, Linda. Welcome. Yeah, they did a news thing on it the other night. I was watching them. I'm like, they don't care. They just don't care. They are, Helen. A lot of artists are providing free images and discounts. I posted up Isabel. I think it's actually Isabella. Rosroy Wanamama, is that her name? She actually did an image for it with a girl with a mask, which is really sweet. And Lisa Machokin is doing, she did a couple of free kids images and another lovely lady image for free. So over in her group, I'm just seeing lots of images pop up here and there for, I saw one last night for Josephine Wall. I've seen a few. They're just popping up here and there. Hollow Moon has 3 new ones in her shop. Oh, Hollow Moon Art. Naleke has now got Patreon as well, so that's kind of cool. I went over and joined her Patreon. And there was an image on there as well, which is the Pan one. I think it's called Fawn, she called it, but it's the image that's from Pan's Labyrinth. Mandy Mendoza, I know! She did one. Very exciting. So lots of free images going around. So make sure, they should be still around, Abby. Go search up your favorite artists and check what they've got on their pages. A lot of them are doing something to support people and help stop thinking about the craziness. So here we are, doing our colour along, doing craft. Hi, Nana, welcome. And I'm trying to keep our minds off the craziness that's going on outside. I wish the media would stop. Sometimes I wish that they'd just stop just stop, is all I'm saying. I think they contribute to it, the craziness, and they make it really hard for people and make people worry way more than they should be worrying. And this freedom of press thing is perhaps not good in times like this when people are just running around crazy. Anyway, and it makes it worse. So keep off the news, or maybe just read the, don't watch stuff, because it's not worth it. It's too stressful. Just read your important information that you need for the virus part of it, and your new laws and things. We've been declared a state of emergency here in Victoria, which means the police have heaps of new push and shove when it comes to public and gatherings, all gatherings actually. They can fine people, put people in jail if they're not following those laws. I'm just going to sharpen a couple of my pencils. They're a little bit weak today. They are. They're blunt. Oh no, Linda, what? I know, Linda. It is so sad. Hillary and I were having a discussion last night about one of them. They're basically hoarding our products, and they're sending them back over to China. And we need them. Everybody needs them. So stop hogging them. Share. Stop hoarding. Not just baby formula, no. Toilet paper, anything that's sort of non-perishable that can be hoarded is happening. Baby formula and toilet paper were the worst ones. So yeah, sad, very sad. Alright, I got my pencils done. Oh no, just terrible. Yeah, Loretta, it's all wrong. They've just it's all backwards. It's all backwards. It's all backwards. Oh, Linda, I'm so sorry to hear. Oh, Linda, no cat litter. Yeah, we managed to purchase cat litter from Best Friends Pets. We got a big 15-kilo bag. But yeah, like, who hoards cat litter? Like, seriously. Yeah, we have a limit, Loretta. They've limited it to 1 cold milk, 1 long life milk, 1 Panadol, 1 Ventolin, 1 toilet paper pack, 1 or 2 tins of, I think it's 1 tin of tinned tomatoes, and mincemeat has also been restricted. So they actually started restricting the toilet paper within, like, I don't know, 4 days, and people were going and buying their full lots worth. Hi Patty, welcome. Hi Kelly, welcome. So yeah, everything's been limited now here. Yeah, that's right. They keep going back for more, as Linda just said. People are trying to stockpile medicines and things like that. It's, they're risking people's lives by doing that. Because when it comes to that kind of thing, especially like Ventolin for asthmatics and things, it can be, you know, life and death. And if they hoard it and then it ends up going out of date and they don't end up using it, it's just wasted off to someone who might have actually really, really needed it. So I don't either, Linda. Part of the reason is I think they take their kids and they all go through separately. So, yeah. Anyhow, it's very, very, very frustrating and selfish. We're kind of sharing around family, so my stepsister had no toilet paper at all. We've sent off some rolls to her, and I had a friend pick up some flour for me. I couldn't even get some flour to make pancakes or anything, actually, you know. Hi, Sue. Our neighbours, we got a knock on the door from our neighbour. It's so frustrating, but this happened. They having trouble with their power, so hubby goes over there and he says they've got 4 fridges. 2 fridges in their kitchen full of food, and they've got 2 in their outdoor area full of food. And they've over used their power, and it's blown their power box, so they got no power. But I mean, karma, right? There's 2 of them. Seriously, how much food do you need? Especially that needs a fridge. Like, things are going to spoil if you don't. It's just silly. Oh, Linda, it's terrible. My mum, she had to go buy diapers for not reusable ones because they can't find nappies, and baby wipes, and yeah. We've got people using rags for toilet paper. Seriously. Alright guys, let's get colouring, shall we? So we've got week 3. We haven't finished the tail yet, so we're going to continue on with the tail. I added a few colours to the colour list for this week because I thought we might get the fish done as well. We'll see how we go. But we want to work on this tail and get this done. So I just wanted to, it's almost finished, this part of the tail. I just want to go in with the colours that we used in the darker areas, and I just want to accentuate some of the scales a little bit more. So I'm just going to gently just go over some of those. And yeah, I don't sometimes we just need to get our minds off things, and I hope that you guys are doing that and colouring and doing whatever you're doing. Alyssa and I were diamond painting last night, trying to get my dragon finished, Linda, so we can do that other one together. So I've got Dahlia purple, and I'm just going over a couple of the purple scales there just to lift them up a little bit. And we used magenta in the pink area, so I'm just going to use a little bit of magenta, just a little on these edges. I mean, I understand it's hard not to stress. You know, when you've got kids and family members that are struggling, it's really hard to not worry about them. My mother-in-law has issues with her lungs, so we already worry about her, and she's been in and out of hospital, and you know, she's a high risk for getting it, and it's very, very stressful. So I've just gone around and just added a few little But as I said, there's a lot out of our control. But help people, guys. You know, if you know someone's struggling to find toilet paper and you've got a few extra, drop them off to them. Pay it forward. Alright, and a little bit of aquamarine. Hi Bernard, welcome. Would you draw the knee in, do you think? No, I'm going to cut it off. So I'm going to cut off the image there. So in the, let's have a look at it. In the event image, let me go in and have a look. I've actually cut it off in the, so it cuts off there. So I'm not going to draw it in. I'm just going to leave it. Okay. Okay, I've missed some of that chat. It's just been flying through, guys. Get some vitamin D. I'm going to go dry my hair out. Okay, okay, cool. No worries, Loretta. Pretty litter. Cool. Oh, Kathy, I get it. There's 5 of us, and then, you know, we have a boyfriend over there, 6, and then we have, you know, family drop in and out. It's hard when you've got that many people, especially toilet paper. Like, seriously. I feel for the people, you know, that are out there and they can't find it at all. And then I go, well, you know, there's 2 people in their home. We've got 5. Go try and wiping 5 people's butts with no toilet paper. Anyway, I've got aquamarine. We are okay. We managed to get a bag right before they put the restrictions on. We managed to get a 32 pack. So we're going to be all right for maybe another week and a bit. And I've ordered some off an office supply place, so maybe we might get that by the time. I'm not, you know, counting my chickens before they hatch, because everybody's sold out everywhere. But I'm sure we'll figure it out. I think I mainly worry about babies. Like, just worry about formula and things like that seems to just be disappearing off the shelves. That's a problem. All right. I mean, you know, nappies, not so much. You know, you can buy cloth nappies and use cloth nappies, but... All right, the tail. So we're going to kind of go into green and then back into... Because we were going green into purple, so we're going to go, as I said up here, green into purple, and so we want to go green, purple, pink, green, purple again. So this bit here I want to make green. I know, I knew I'd get it out there somehow. That Linda did. She visited and she knocked on the door and goes, BYO toilet paper. It was great. Loved it. That's it. We should be taking our toilet paper places with us. That was great. And you know what, Linda? We gave a couple of rolls to my stepsister, so it helped my stepsister out a lot. She doesn't have a car, so she can only, like, she has to walk to the supermarket, and every time she walks, there was never anything, because there isn't. So she just got to the point where she's like, I'm just going to use some rags and throw them away. Like, what else can I do? So we dropped her off some. It's good. So there you go. You paid it forward, and there you go. I heard they're locking down nursing homes. Yes, I was actually going to ask you, Linda, if that's happened with your mum or not. They've closed a few here in Australia already. Oh, you could have used the toilet. There you go, Bernard. My mother-in-law, she managed to get a 20-pack from the supermarket, so she's like, I'm right for months. But her shopping trip was not without event. She got bashed into by a trolley and, yeah, anyway. But she did get some toilet paper, so she was happy. Had 4 baby white packs. She was going to get 2 and a lady pushed her and grabbed all 4. No. Rude, alright. Doctor's appointments by the phone? Hi, Bianca. Goodness me. Dad can only visit her, not us. Yeah. Oh, that's hard. Yeah, Cassandra. Oh, Loretta. It makes you angry, doesn't it? Okay, let's use some aquamarine and we'll just go and do those dark lines. And I'm going to go about halfway up the tail. Just covering over the really black areas. There's a few black areas down here. I might zoom in a little bit actually. Now I've got asthma. I was actually waiting for a script in my chemist, and it's actually a little bit frustrating. I waited half an hour for them to tell me that they didn't have it. Anyway, long story. Very annoying. And then I had to go sit in another pharmacy and wait half an hour. But yeah, I was in there and I started to cough, and I had people looking at me. I'm like, I have asthma, for crying out loud. I have to cough. So, and my daughter, she has bad allergies, so she always is sneezing. And we were down picking up some margarine, actually, butter. We couldn't find any anyway, and she's walking down the escalator and she sneezes because she's got this little achoo, achoo that she does, and people are like staring at her, glaring, like, I'm like, come on, we have, these things are involuntary, you know. But yeah, gonna get bashed for coughing. Goodness me. All right. I know, Linda. It's like that for her too. She's like, I need to sneeze. Like, I can't help it. Everything makes her sneeze. Oh, Loretta, I stress because I don't go out a lot, and I know I already have a low immune system, so I get everything. And then my kids, they come home with a little bit of a sniffle, and I'm like, get away from me. I don't want it, because I get everything. And I think it's because I'm not out as often as they are. I'm not out in the world. My immunity isn't as strong as theirs. So yeah, I stress all the time. I think that's why I'm a bit of a germaphobe too. Alright, what colour did we use next? A little bit of light aqua. Just coming over the lighter areas. A little bit. Or the next lighter areas, being grayscale. There's different shades of grey. It's 50 shades of grey. Sorry. Bad pun. They're saying now that there was a rugby game in New South Wales. They're worried about everybody who went to this rugby game now and asked them all to go into self-quarantine. Tasmania's closed off its borders to Australia. And we want to add a little bit of the light green in there. I'm leaving a little bit of white because I want to add a tiny little bit of that salmon in there as well. So adding a little bit of that pearly kind of look in there as well. Just using lines, just lining that in. My arm keeps squeaking on my desk. I swear it's my arm. Okay. Oh, good. Patty, that's the best way to do it, is keep yourself busy. Yep, they have, Cassandra. They've stopped all transport between here, the main island, I guess, to Tassie. So no one's allowed to travel there. After, I think it's after midnight tonight. They have to be self-quarantined. Things like that. So. Oh, Amanda. I mean, we went to the shopping centre here, and there was people everywhere. Like, it was quieter than possibly normal, but there were still people there serving. You know, shops were still selling, and people were still talking and sitting down and having coffee, and I don't know. Do they not think it's serious? Who knows? Who knows? Alright, on the lighter side of the tail fins, so I've got light green. I'm just going to do it a little bit of a stroke of this colour now. I'm really just like roughly scribbling that in too. I'm not being very neat about it. Okay, and then I've got the salmon pink. My arm squeaks a lot too. It was my arm, I swear it. I got a couple of emails actually. Colouring Heaven, did you guys get an email from Colouring Heaven today? If you're a subscriber, they were just reassuring people that they're doing their best to get their copies to people, and I was thinking they should do them digitally. Like, seriously, if they're going to have trouble getting them to people, send them to them as a digital copy. This is a salmon pink, by the way. I'm just doing the lighter section of these top parts here next to the green, making sure I've got my little pearly kind of look there, and I'm going to add this just down into the bottom part of the tail there, just to get it all to blend in. Okay, excuse me. Yeah, I'm burping. It's all good. Alright, let's do this tail. So we're coming into purple. I just had a moment of like, where am I again? So need some Dahlia purple. Why? That, what, diamond paint, what, hang on, what? shop online a lot too, but you'll panic when coloured pencils run out. I will too. I'll panic when I can't get stock. Diamond painting as well. Yeah, true, Linda. True. I think I've got enough to keep me busy for a year though. And I think you've got enough to keep you busy for maybe 3 years. So you'll be right. We just won't be able to get new stuff. I've got Dahlia purple, and I'm going to go into the darkest sections and just line that groove between each of the fins there. I've got all of the Diamond Art Club's ones that I brought. I mean, I guess there is one good thing that's coming out of this, is that our dollar dropped really, really quickly, but it seems like the American dollar is dropping too. So, I mean, that's a good thing for us that want to spend money in America. At the moment, the exchange rate was extremely high. It was almost double our dollar. But I reckon it might come down a bit and become a little bit more even now. You got the next 7 years. Well, that's good. That's a plan. I just brought a whole heap of Prismas to stock up my Prisma set that were starting to come down. So I've got plenty to do some more colour alongs with. And I have plenty of Polychromos pencils as well. At the moment we get HelloFresh, so food-wise, as long as we get that main meal, we're good. We don't have to eat the rest of the time. We can just do without. Weet-Bix. Weet-Bix is Weet-Bix are apocalypse food. We can just eat Weet-Bix for breakfast. We don't need lunch. We'll be right. We will be right. Just using light pressure too, guys, for those following along. I thought about maybe streaming an extra day, doing just a chat with people, because I know that, you know, you're by yourself, so it's hard to, you know, just having some social interaction is nice. I know, Linda. I saw they've got some new stuff coming. We just have to be vigilant and not, we don't need it. We just need to use what we have. You just have to, you've got enough. It's okay. I've got mulberry. I'm just coming over the top of the Dahlia purple and just extending a little bit further out now towards that green. You can do it. It's okay. We're all going to need support because we won't be able to buy as much. The anxiety, it's an actual disorder too, you know. I was watching something the other day, and they were saying that it's becoming more and more prominent. People just need to buy stuff. It becomes part of their, you know, certain things that they just have to have, and you need to talk about it. So we need to, like, maybe at the moment we need to do like some sort of event where we're using products we have that we haven't used before. Or products that we've brought and only used a couple of times. We need to use them. Who knows? You might find something that you really like. Ooh, PanPastels, nice. Yes, Linda, we need to start a support group for sure. What one did we decide we were going to do together, Linda? I can't remember. We're both getting it though. I'm looking forward to doing that one. Hi, Lulu. For me to use the watercolors I brought and have not used. Yes, Helen, the dragon one, I am. Oh yes, that's right. Was that the one we were going to do? No. Was it? I thought we were going to do one that I had coming and you already had. I don't remember. Was it the dark one? Dark Night, I think it was, my dear. I think it was the Dark Night one, because I've got that coming. I think it's a Mandy Mendoza one. Ooh, Neo color too, nice. Alright, now I've got some lilac. And I'm going to fill in the rest of the gaps. There's a few. There's not many gaps. There's a few. Just coming over the darker colours as well. Just filling them in a little bit. I don't want to make it too muddy, so just got to be careful of the greens. Enchanted Forest? Maybe. Maybe. Hi, Manu. Welcome. Oh, yes. Oh, Helen, I saw your Linda Ravenscroft. Came out beautifully. The paper's amazing, isn't it? Love the paper. Oh, and Linda has a new book coming out soon. Nice, nice, nice. It's my birthday in April. I wonder if things will have been settled down by then. Fingers crossed, eh? It was good, really pretty, Helen. I've got white next, and I'm going to start, remember, in the lightest areas. So I'm going to start in the salmon pink first, and just blend to out, and then the green. And then come out to the purple. so that we still get our nice little highlight section there in the middle. And if your pencil gets too much like purple on it, just give it a clean if you're moving to a new area. I just scribble it on my desk mat here. I've got like a whole corner of scribbled on desk mat. 29th. Oh, thanks, Lily. Taurus baby. My dad is the 17th, so he's actually an Aries. And I was having a chat because we're supposed to be doing Enes Guerrero. Is it Guerrero? Yeah, that's it. In April, and she's also a Taurus, so that's kind of cool. We're both Taurus babies. Yeah, that's right. I don't know how old I'll be. 42, is that right? 43, I don't know. Something, I'll be something. I'll be older. It all kind of blurs in together when you get older, doesn't it? It becomes less about the age. I'm just doing every second one to start with so I don't smudge them in together. So I was hoping that this wouldn't blend in with the hair too much because it was the purple and we had pink in that area, so it looks pretty good to me. Looks like it's going to look good. "14th suit, ooh, 21st, nice. Linda, yours is the 29th as well of April. That's cool. Whose birthday is it? Did Mandy say? Hi, Sally. Can the paper be strengthened with something? I'm not sure what you mean. Oh, this Saturday. Oh, the 29th of March. Amanda. Cool. Happy birthday. What about Linda? Was that the March or was that April? That's cool if it's the same day. I don't know, Linda. That's cool though. Oh, Patty, cool. Amanda, 21st of March, cool. Oh, that's great. I wonder what will be happening this year in April. In like 4 weeks' time, anyone got any predictions of where we'll be? Will the virus just be something that we were stupidly panicking about and it will disappear, or will it be even worse? Who's got predictions? I sort of was hoping, you know, maybe it's naive to hope like that, but that it would just sort of fizz out and, you know, people would get it, but it wouldn't affect them too bad. And, you know, the whole pandemic thing was just a, you know, just kind of like, you know, the flu. People die of the flu all the time. I don't know. Still hoping. Linda. Yeah. Amanda, that's tomorrow here. But obviously that's 2 days for you, is that right? But yes, happy birthday. Seeds for gardening? Yeah. Yep. We did a few vegetables ourselves, but we have trouble with our soil here, and it had to be fertilized extremely, and it was a lot of work. We've got a lot of clay here and not much grows other than the succulents, and pumpkins grew really well, but the insides of the pumpkins were quite woody. They didn't have a lot of flesh, and I don't know. We do have an orange tree, a lemon tree, and a plum tree. So no scurvy here for us. We're good. And I think hubby's actually growing a lime tree as well out there. Got garlic. We've got plenty of herbs. So we can make anything taste good. Hi Dawn, welcome. You're just in time. We're going to do a giveaway shortly. So I'm just using the white to blend it all out at the moment. I'm in the process of putting the last few colour alongs into speed colorings. For those that are new and haven't been to a colour along, I just thought I'd make up some speed colouring so you can see what we did each week without having to watch every single video if you don't really want to do that particular image. But yeah, I can't get onions or carrots to grow. Pumpkin, potato. Yeah, we have potatoes grow. They're okay too. We've got mint and parsley and oregano and rosemary. Like rosemary's grown like a lavender bush. It's massive. Oh no, Dawn, so sorry. Oh well, Kelly, we should be fine. We should be fine. And there's never every time I've gone to the supermarket, the fruit and veggie aisle's been full. There's been no lacking in fruit and veg, so how are we looking? That looks really pretty. She's got a pretty tail. We might have to go in and just add a little bit more pink and green in there just to get that kind of pearly look again. I'm using that white as a blender, so I'm using firmer pressure and smudging out the colour with it. Oh, I went out the side. I've just got an eraser here. I actually don't even know. I think I got this one from the art shop. It's non-abrasive, non-smudging says for vinyl for erasing drafting film. I don't know, peel off magic rub it's called. I quite like it. I've used quite a bit of it now. I think I got it from the art shop ages ago. I like it because I can just peel it off when it runs out. It's good. Oh, sure, I can show you the whole picture. This whole picture? You want to see this one? I can zoom out again. Here we go. Wait, no I can't because I can't find... Oh, there it is. There you go. I have a link. Would you like to see the link? At the moment, there is a 40% off discount for people in my group, and also it's in chat, so I'm just going to pop it up there now. There we go. If you want to grab it, it's there. And this is the discount code. There you go. So if you'd like to get it, the code is only valid for the month of March 2020. For those watching later. She's looking pretty. Pretty. My aunt just texted my cousin, said a fried chicken place said, if you order a full chicken dinner, you get a roll of toilet paper for free. For free! Hi, Karen! For free! I need to sharpen my pencil. Actually, I have another one already sharpened. Here's one I prepared earlier. Let's just zoom in. I don't even know what movie that's from. It's an Adam Sandler movie. I definitely need more green and salmon down here. This tail here is looking a bit dull. This tail fin. This part of the fin. Alright. Oh wait, this bit here. This is the crumbly one. This is the crumbly white pencil. It doesn't want to... It's just like breaking up. It's weird. It's like it's too dry. I don't know. Hard to explain. Anyway. Anyway. Okay, Linda, don't look at the chat, but we're going to do a giveaway, so... Doesn't fill my confidence about food quality with free toilet paper. No, it doesn't really, does it? It sort of says, well, are you saying that your chicken's just going to go straight through me? Oh, dear. Let's zoom out a bit and we'll do the giveaway rules. Oh dear. Yes, we've got, well, ours are still doing dine-in and things like that, but under 100, over 100 people are not allowed, so they must have like groups of people going in and eating. You're able to go in sections, not all at once. Smart or worrisome? Yeah, well, hi Pam, welcome. It could be smart if people are really that desperate. They'll go buy chicken dinner and they get some toilet paper. Is that what you're talking about? Or are you talking about the drive-in? Alright, let's do some giveaway rules. We are giving away today your choice of image, digital image from the Colour and Chics Etsy store. I will need to gather your email address. So you will need to send it to me and I will be passing that on to Colour and Chics or Delia. So if you don't want that to happen, don't enter the giveaway. That's her Etsy shop there. Any other thing that I need to mention there? Let's do the giveaway rules. Alright. It seems to be pausing every time it opens up this bit, but anyway. I don't know if it pauses live or not, but it does here. Pick one number between 1 and 100. Only one number per person. The first person to call that number owns that number, so no takebacks. No chatting during number calling until the winning number is drawn, and no numbers before the words go, 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 or after stop, stop, stop will be counted. Make sure you keep track of the live chat box, because that's where everything will occur. Hi Shara, welcome. So, herding cats time, you are correct. You are correct. Make sure you're on live chat and not top chat. So click on that little arrow next to your chat there and make sure that it is selected on live. So when you close that off, there should be a live chat sitting at the top of your chat. And any giveaway or promotion is in no way sponsored, endorsed, or administered by or associated with YouTube. So guys, thank you. Everybody ready? Excuse me again. Quick, cover your faces. I coughed. Oh dear. I'm going to set a timer and I'm going to go to random.org and we are going to go, peoples, go. Excuse me. Choking on it. So I have been kind of busy trying to do some images this week. I got the Selena Fennick Australian Animals colouring book and I was doing some birdies in that and I wrecked it from the background. So I went to the tried and true Copic markers and did an image. I just finished this one by Katarina Bobberikina. Is that how you say it? It's just come out amazing. And my poor birdies. Background really wrecked it. But this is a watercolor one. And I had trouble with them standing out off the paper. But still, they came out pretty cute. These are the rainbow lorikeets from the Australian Animals colouring book. Very cute. So I have done some stuff. I just haven't done a lot of voice recording yet. Okay. Couple of seconds. We haven't had anyone pop a number in, so last chance. Alright. Let's see who won. Random.org. Loading. And 1 in 100. Generate. Number 70. So whoever got closest to number 70 without going over it. Let's have a look. But you know what? Oh, I think it might be Bernard. That's who I had. Yoo-hoo! Congratulations. You would need to email me at my email address so that I have an email for you. And you'll need to go check out her Etsy store and let us know which image you would like. And yeah, congratulations. Yay! Must contact me within 24 hours so I can get it off to Colour and Chics, and she can send it off to you. So that's my email address, and the Colour and Chics Etsy store is here, so go check it out if you would like. Pick an image and she'll send it off to you. Well, you won this one. Alright, next. So what do you think of the 2 images there that are coming out? They'll be on... I will do a speed colouring and flip through of the Selena Fennick book, and the other one I will also be doing a speed colouring and flip through because I haven't done any of those for ages. So, and also there'll be Patreon ones as well. So let's get back into this beautiful little mermaid. We need more colour in this tail. So I've got my light green. I'm just going to go in with the light green and just deepen that up a little bit. I don't need to put much pressure on because the paper's already burnished, so I'm kind of just going over the top of the white and adding this over the white. Definitely needed more in that tail there. That's better. And a little bit more of the salmon pink as well. Let's do that. So big thanks to Colour and Chics, Derya Draws, aka Derya. I don't know if that's how you even say it, but who knows. That was salmon pink. Just adding a little bit more in there. And now let's just add a little bit of depth in those darker tail sections with the Dahlia purple. Just dividing up the tail. Some of these have kind of smudged out a little bit too, so just redefining them. Cute. Oh, missed one. I think I got them all now. Oh, this one down here. Instead of using the white to blend that, I'm just going to use the lilac just to sort of blend that off slightly. Any of those spots that looked too defined. It's just like meaning that like it looked like a line. I don't want it to look like a line. I kind of want it to blend in a bit. I don't know. Is that how you explain it? Having a moment right now. Okay, that'll do. Looks good. Alright, let's move away from the tail. Before we move away from the tail, we want to add some little like light reflections on it. So I've got my white gel pen. I know I've got one here somewhere. No, let's use the white Posca paint pen. Aww, thanks Bernard. Very welcome. We're always in for a good laugh. I've got my Posca pen and I'm just going to add a kind of little squiggle and a line on each of these tips. So a little bit of a squiggle and a line. Squiggle, line. The paint pen sort of works a little bit better on the pencil than the... I'm just going to do the opposite side this time. Bit of a squiggle and a line. On pencil, the paint pen... Hang on, let me just get that out again. The paint pen works a little bit better than a gel pen on pencil. Adding a couple of lines just down the tail there, make those bits look a little bit shiny. There we go. And now I'll zoom out again. They'll probably take up some of the colour, so at the end I'll probably go back in again and just go back over those. The other option is if you're having trouble with the pencil coming through, like it's so hard to see, but it's already starting to come through it. If you're finding that, white gouache, like an opaque white gouache, will work fairly well and you get less bleed through. Anyhow, it's just there to show a little bit of a light reflection. Are they? Yeah, this is quite small. That point. Let me see if I can find something to compare it to, but I've got paint all over me. That's a pencil. So it's got goopies coming out of it right now, but it's fairly small. That's probably not a good one to oh, that one's the same. Oh, look, I got a paint pen on me. Oh, good. Let's do this shell. Now, for the shell, I'm going to be using 3 new colours. So I've got pink, blush pink, and deco pink, which is PC929, PC928, and PC1014. Abby, nice. Aw, Sue, that's lovely. Alright, so I'm going to start with pink, I think. Let's start at the top of the shell here. I'm going to try and do something similar to what we've done down here. So starting with pink, I'm going to go into the darkest areas. I'm using light pressure. Got some shadows there to fill in. We're going to need to do a few layers, so you'll need to make sure your paper will take a few layers. Just filling in those darker areas first. So the darker areas are going to look like they're further away from us, and the lighter areas are going to look closer to us. Bit of a hair shadow there. Oh, haven't you seen them before? Lulu. She's got some really pretty images. She just did a new one, a cute little pirate girl, which would be cute on a little card. So it sounds like we're all going to need some mermaid coming into it. Bit of entertainment. Hopefully things have already settled down by then. Hopefully. What paper am I using today? That's a good question. I'm using... Let me find it. Strathmore Mixed Media Vellum Surface. This is the 190 GSM. So it's thinner than the Bristol vellum. It's a little bit cheaper because you get more in the pad. This was a spiral pad. It's the only one that I seem to be able to get. But apparently it comes in a normal mixed media pad as well. So I like this one. It's not too thick. It seems to go through my printer okay. I know a lot of people have trouble with the thicker vellum, which is I think 300 GSM. So... Oh yeah, the new steampunk one, that is cute, you're right. That is a nice one. Oh, hello. Apparently it wants to do really close or not at all. back to pink. Very good. Just doing a couple of layers over the darker sections. Still using fairly light pressure though. Got my pencil on a bit of an angle so I can't push too hard. Just kind of gliding over the top of it. Canson mixed media? No. No, Canson mixed media is quite rough. This is smooth. Canson mixed media more looks like this when you go over it with pencil. It comes out really quite rough looking. Maybe the smoother side of it might be okay, but this is definitely a lot smoother. Shara, I don't need to cut my paper, but this is actually the 9x12 size. It's better bigger for on camera anyway, because it means I don't have to zoom in quite as far. But I have an A3 size printer, so it prints that size fairly well. But yes, the answer is to your question. When I need to print something a specific size, I will cut it down and do it. When I did the colour swatch book, I had to cut it all down to letter size to be able to put the template together. So up here, these parts of the shell have got a shadow sort of both sides. And as we come further around, she's only done a shadow more to one side, which is just showing us that the light is in, like, it's kind of on this kind of angle. It's coming in this somewhere direction, like straight on. And there's possibly a light coming from maybe this side a little bit as well. Multiple light sources. Oh, I missed a bit of tail. I did that last time on my other one too. Let me just fill that in with a bit of dahlia purple there. And a bit of mulberry. And let's put a tiny little bit of green on that edge. And some lilac. Nobody you noticed? Oh, I need to sharpen a white now. Oh, good. I'm glad. I think mine only print US letter. You'll just have to trim it. I use the trimmed off pieces for swatch, like scratching, scribbling on, you know, like scrap pieces of paper. Shara. So yeah, I just trim it down, and I mean, you might be able to get different sizes in it. I don't know. I can only get that size here though. Alright, back to my shell with the pink. Oh, down here there's more shell. Fair bit of darkness down there. I think this is part of the shell over here. And down here. Fair bit of shadow, so going over this, a little bit more pressure to make that a little bit darker. Nice. Oh, and I went out the edges. Let's just erase that. I went out the edges on her tail too, but that can stay there for now. Don't forget to brush off the dust. I all smudged it. I was being good. I restocked my pencil so I could afford more than 16, especially with watercolor paper. Nice test scraps, exactly. Oh, the steampunk one is very cute. And Deli actually has a video on the steampunk one too, Bernard. So she did a video colouring it. I think it was that one. Alright, next colour we have got is blush pink. I'm coming over the pink and just extending a little bit further towards the middle of each section. Still using light pressure. Just like that. Going over the bubbles too, we'll play with that later. We'll most likely use a white paint pen and go over those and just make them pop out a little bit more, add some more white through them. Oh, thank you. I'll get the email later. I found branded papers on our super smooth 80-pound colours like the classic Crest. Ah, cool, Helen. Nice. The Neenah, I really like the Neenah. It's nice and soft. People are having trouble getting it, so I stopped using it as much and started using the Strathmore because it's a little bit more of a well-known brand and I think people can get it a little bit easier. But it's so hard here in Australia because we don't have access to a lot of stuff over there in the US. It's hard with shipping and things like that. But if you're in Australia, there's a brand of paper I actually really like. It's called Quill Board. You can get it from Officeworks here in Australia. And it actually is really nice for markers, pencils, maybe not so much watercolor, but it is good for the others. So it's very, very similar to the Strathmore mixed media paper. It's just called Quill Board, and it's the 300 GSM one, so it's got a bit of thickness to it. I think it's, oh actually it might not be 300 GSM. Let me look now, I've just said that. Well dang, I don't know where it is, so I can't even do that. It might actually be 190, same as this paper, but it's the thicker one if you're in there and you're looking. like Neenah Classic Crest. It's okay with most brands of pencils, but I did find, Kenny, that with some brands it doesn't like the paper. Like, you can't use a lot of Derwent products, don't work well on it. Prismacolor works amazing on it, and so does Polychromos actually. But yeah, I did find that some pencils don't go very well on it. I had no luck with the Black Widows on it. It always came out oily kind of looking, and yeah, it just didn't work well. I wish the Strathmore Tantone paper they had, like, it's mixed media as well, but I wish they had more, like their plain white paper was like that as well. It's really nice. I love Strathmore Tantone. Best paper in the world. So expensive though. Right, just starting to fill in all these gaps already. Yeah, that's right, Dawn. Wax buildup is a bit of a problem. Oh, Bernard, so you're not going to have much work then, are you? It's not going to be much things like that. No, you can use Tantone paper pretty much with anything, but I find that using it with markers is a little bit of a waste because the colour just kind of disappears into it. Hi, Tara, welcome. I've got some Deco Pink now. But before using the Deco Pink, just with my light green and my salmon pink again, I'm going to choose either side, left or right, to do them in. I think I might choose the left side for the salmon this time. Just gently laying down some salmon pink. So onto the left side I've put it. Stick it down in here as well a little bit. And then the light green on the other side. Leaving a little bit of white in the middle. There you go. Alright, now. Oh, that's a good idea. Supermarkets, yeah. That'll be fun. I forgot down here. And down here with the green. Just added a little bit into the bottom section there as well. Alright, now I've got Deco Pink. I'm just going to come over all of that. Just lightly over the green in the salmon though. I want that to sort of come out a little bit. Still. We've done a few layers, so it should be starting to flatten out a little bit. And I think we're going to need some white because, you know, we're using a lot of white this one. White's my favourite colour. It's not really a colour, is it? The white pencil is my favourite pencil. There you go. Yeah, I've used watercolour on the tan paper. It comes out alright. You need to use a lot more white. Tan tone paper is really good if you've got really nice light highlights. I don't know why, but just adding lots of white on tan tone paper really makes your image pop. Looking good. You know what? I'm just checking. No, I think the shell would finish there. That's fine. I just saw this little bit here behind her and I was like, oh, should that be shell? But from the line of that, I think it finishes like here somewhere behind her, so that's fine. It's fine and dandy. Anyone here got young kids? Wondering what you guys are doing with your kids in this time. Really, Kenny? Ah, oh, I'd love it. I'd use it, but it's too hard to get now, so I'll just use what I've got. Yellow and black. 9 years old. What have you got? Are you home? Is she at school? Sherry, I don't mind it either because I use mainly Prismacolor and Polychromos, so I don't mind it either. You can't use water-based products on it, but I've got white now, starting from the light area in the middle and just blending out over the top. And I'm just going to leave the very edges because I'm going to come back in with darker. We want that a little bit darker, but I want these areas in the middle here quite light, so I'm just going to do those. sure you brush away your bits so you don't smudge it. Yeah, give it a go, Kenny, because I think they're fine. Granted, you can't use as much layer wise, but I just find you get, I don't know, you can adapt to it almost. I'm going upside down now. I do find that when I use it, I use less layers. I don't do as many layers or levels of colour. Usually I only do 2 though, really. Depends. It depends. Oh, this waste pencil's getting all chewed up. I'm using lots. Can't help it when you want pearly stuff. What about you guys? Do you find that you use more white if you're using Prisma? I find I use less white with Polychromos. It's weird, isn't it? I don't know, but I'll use my full blender a little bit more, perhaps with polys maybe. Maybe that's the difference. Oh, Sherry, you get stuck in there, do you? What'd you miss? You missed everything. No, not really. You just missed the shell. White still. How mean. You get put in and... Oh, broke the tip. It's your fault, Loretta. And again, seriously. I didn't know anyone had babies in our street. Double snap. It was. I've got light green, just adding a little bit more green. Giving us that shine. Curly look. A little bit more salmon pink. Alright, I've got pink again. Let's do some more layers. We're going to start to burnish the paper down now. So each layer that we do, we're going to add a little bit more pressure and just push that tooth down a little bit more. And I reckon this is pretty much all we're going to get done today. Only got 15 minutes. And yeah. Thanks, guys. Yeah, Kenny. Sherry, just be careful. Just being in there by yourself is a bit of a stress. At least you don't have to worry about being, exposed though if you're by yourself in there. Just going around the outside of the shell. So we've got another week of this one. I hope I hear back from Ennis, find out what we're going to be doing with her, because I'm looking forward to that one too. She might let me pick. Ooh, which would I do? Ennis has some amazing images. Doesn't she? Go back down here. I'm going to come back on Monday, I'm thinking, because I think that people are starting to stress, and it'd be nice to just hang out and I don't know, probably do paint by numbers. Maybe it's been a couple of weeks since I got into that. Got a fair bit to go on that, so I think we should do that. Oh, Patty, thank you. Have a great weekend. Thanks, Linda. It's starting to come out really nice. Got blush pink next. A little bit more pressure. Trying to flatten off that tooth, remember? Just coming over that area. I'm not done yet. I've still got 10 minutes. I'm going to add a bit of orange and pinky red into the fish and maybe do some silver, which I had on the list of colours to use today, but we didn't get to that. We will get there. I might use my mono eraser and just erase that bit of, well, if it decides to work on me. Just clean my fishy out a bit. Just cleaned his scales. Going upside down, it's a little bit easier to get to that way. Looking good. Yeah, there is, Anna, but it's always wrong. I think the problem is that daylight savings and things like that in different countries is hard to keep track of, and then so we're actually, our daylight savings actually finishes in a week or two, so all the times will change again. People are going to get confused again. It's all good. Getting used to it now. So we've had daylight savings here, and we're just about to finish it. For Mermaid, I had to make up a new schedule with all the new time zones on it, because everybody's changed. Looking good. Looking good. Hi, Caroline. Thanks, Nancy. Hopefully you guys pick up some tips and tricks from these videos. That's what they're about. I find that when I'm doing blending like this and doing like a burnishing layer, that my pencil actually ends up being quite flat. So just so you know that it does happen, and it kind of just smudges the color out together with it. So it's used as a bit of a blender. A blender. That's what my stepdad calls me, blender. I don't know why, just to annoy me. It's nicer than some names I've been called, I tell you. Alright, now. Oh, Linda, take care. Yes, we will. You took that right out of my head. What did I take out of your head, Belinda Blender? Bye, Linda, sweetheart. Have a great weekend. Deco pink. I'm almost done here. I'm just going to finish this off. Coming all the way up to the salmon and the green, and just coming in and making sure everything's nice and flat now. So kind of using the deco pink like I did the white. You shouldn't need to put as much pressure on now because we've already got the white layer down, which was fairly firm. And all of the pinks are now sort of blended off as well, so should just kind of be gliding over it now a little bit. We're going to work on those bubbles next week when we finish it all off. And I think we might need to do a few more details in that shell next week as well. I feel like we need a little bit more darkness in the darker areas, so I'll come back in next week and redo those. But if you want to come check out some paint by numbers and just have a chat, hang out, especially if you're bored and alone, why not? Perhaps you'll meet someone close and you'll be able to meet them after this whole thing blows over. Of course you were. And look what it got you. Bernard, that's so funny. Oh dear, that sounds like my husband's home actually. I just heard my garage door go. Oh, that's nice. I'll jump off the stream and have some lunch. It's lunchtime here, Nelly. And I will see you all Friday, or Monday and Friday, hopefully. I think I'm going to have to finish it here, and I just want to do this top bit, I think, because I don't want to lose track of where I am, because I won't be looking at it for a week. So if I just finish this here, I'll know I have to come back and finish the bottom section only. Makes sense. That's to me anyway. She's looking pretty cool. So we'll be doing blue water, so we've got a little bit of contrasting colour there, and hopefully that will just make it all stand out. And the fish, I've got some orange and pinky red colours to go, and silver or grey to go through the fish. And the turtle down here, we'll have to add some blue in him because he'll need to be sort of a bit of, you know. And of course we've got the ground as well. We'll figure it out. There's still heaps to do. We'll get there. We'll finish it. Maybe. Maybe. It's all shining on there. You can't see it that well, can you? But thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. Have a great weekend, and I will see you on Monday for some paint by numbers. Bye, everyone. Mwah. Bye.